Hi guys, it's piebypie here. I have an update for you guys on my League starter, which was a lightning trap saboteur. I'm just going to go through a couple of things about this build. Firstly, traps haven't changed in like forever, so there is literally nothing wrong with them, besides from the fact that no one is doing anything to buff them ever at all. Cluster jewels can sort of help them, but you tend to go for crit rather than actual trap specific mods. So even though I'm playing solo self-found, I thought I would mention that. Anyway, I'm going to talk about what I have found and how this build is going. In the passive skill tree, I've done the Born in the Shadows blind mod, the immune to ignite and shock, which also comes with regen, which makes the build a lot more tankier or regen, as well as the blind, and then started working on the damage mods, which you can get from Perfect Crime, and then eventually in Uber Lab will get Chain Reaction. I've done only one, I think, of my Uber Lab quests, trials, so it's going to be a little slow getting to that final passive. I also did a little bit of weird wiggling around up the top part here in Templar, where I was looking at different elemental resistance nodes, so from Anointed Flesh and then also from Holy Dominion, just to sort of get myself over the edge while I was trying to find better gear that would have better mods. I haven't been that lucky leveling through solo self-found. Other than that, though, I feel the tree is alright. There are a couple of different ways that you can path. Right now I'm using my Nova Matter, so I have this cluster here for extra mana, and then also this cluster here with Dynamo, along with the Scion Life Wheel, just to try and get my EHP to like an effective level. Because of that, I'm saving like 1 point by going up from the bottom of Marauder, and I'm also half considering going down here for extra life further down the track. There will probably be speccing into maybe some AoE and maybe the Slide of Divinity for extra crit and spell damage. Still kind of seeing where I go with that. And then there's also option to grab Annihilation and then also Cruel Preparation up here. Aside from that, this tree basically never changes. The only options that you have are whether you go left or right, and we have a friendly bet-ish with Taki Cat about whether his build or my build's going to be feeling stronger. So he's actually gone right, so he's gone down here, taken phase acro, and taken a whole bunch of stuff down here that I haven't bothered looking into. You probably find that on his build updates on his channel. I can link down below. Anyway, so far I've got some pretty half-assed jewels that have crit chance and max life and crit multi if you killed recently, which I probably won't get because I don't do the kill, the traps do the crit kill. Sad days for me. And then the other one was attack speed that I don't get, but crit multi with lightning skills, elemental resistance, and area damage. So, you know, it's been pretty half-assed in terms of getting good gear. And I can continue my half-assed gear showcase with some charming level 2 wands that have +1 to all lightning spell gems, and some crafted trap throwing speed and crafted spell damage to up it. I'm currently rocking an awesome 4-link, which is not cutting it in low-level maps. It was alright in the campaign and carrying pretty hard. I just bit it really badly in like a tier 2 or tier 3, which had breach. The breach was just wow. I don't think I've ever been so sad. Anyway, so I'm thinking maybe I farm a tabula just to get extra links, or maybe I get lucky in a heist if they've patched heist and I don't get stuck indoors anymore to get a 5-link, because I really don't have the fusings to spare. One of the wins has been grabbing a Dream Fragment Sapphire Ring. I was really thrilled to grab that because between cannot be chilled, cannot be frozen, cannot be shocked, or whatever the other one was, ignited. I was gonna say ignited. Anyway, I always second guess myself. It feels pretty good. I'd really like for Abyss to be fixed so that I can start working on getting an abyss belt with an abyssal socket. Until then, I'm just trying to make sure all of my gear has life on them. For example, this one does not have life and it could really do with an upgrade. I have been kind of lucky with boots though, with like these, and then I had a pair that I retired very recently, which also had a really decent amount of life, like 80 life on them, and res and 25 or 30 move speed. The rings have been okay. This one sort of balances my resistances better, but then I had a different, was this one, with a higher life and, you know, a decent number of resistances. Yeah, the nicest thing that I've gotten is the Dream Fragments. I recently got the Sunblast, so that'll be kind of exciting if I could use that later on. Also, Unstable Payload dropped today. I do want to use this Diamond Flask once I've crafted and ending on it. I'm really not encountering that many Einhars, so it's not really that easy to craft flasks at the moment. And sort of in terms of skill gems and stuff, I did have Skitterbots going, but I am currently Mind Over Matter, and so I'm trying to keep my mana as big as possible so that I can deal with whatever comes my way. To that end, I also experimented with the new Frost Shield. It didn't really add too much to the build, but it was quite a nice defensive choice while I was doing boss fights or if I had a particularly chunky rare. I don't really have anything conclusive to say. I was planning on reintroducing it when I had a slot, which I do now because I'm currently experimenting with dropping Flame Dash and going to regular dash with Second Wind and having that with Steel Skin and Arcane Surge. That might not necessarily want to be there right now. Anyway, the other things that I'm also using are a Lightning Spire Trap, and Siphoning Trap and Bear Trap with advanced trap supports, Enduring Cry because it's still freaking broken. Enfeeble has been amazing. Between Enfeeble and Blind, it's sort of the most defensive elements of my build. And I recently put Phase Run in, which is why it's only level 8, so I haven't really used it very much yet, but I was planning on trying it out to see if it helped with heist stuff. And yes, Flame Dash is still in there because I let go of it yet. Also, I'm running Clarity to help with the mana regen. Anyways, that's where my build's at right now. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of great things to come. I'd really like to get my hands on some Deerstalkers and just a better chest and just feel a bit better about all of my gear at some point. I feel like I missed out on the really early heist wins. Oh well. I'm keen to see where it goes, so let me know what your build starter is. Let me know if you guys think traps are dead, or so far I've found that the damage is still pretty decent from a base level. Yep, see you in the next one.